Welcome back. It's Angie from Learn Love Tarot, where I teach many lessons on astrology, spirituality, and how to reach a personal birth chart, your birth chart, for understanding how to navigate the transiting planets and the energies they challenge us with. Now, I wanted to extend the reading that was posted for Motivational Monday. This is a big reading. And it left many curious questions. So I wanted to take this moment and dive into that energy again so that I can see if I can grab some more information for you. Now, this card of she sees and she knows, okay? There's something way bigger unfolding, and on the divine feminine side of the energy here, we did start off with how you best can enjoy today, which was the energy of mirrored souls. So, and it looks like the person or people that I'm reading for today, the divine feminines, are taking swift action after a time of that required strength and taking swift action towards all four aces of potential, because in the past they had been a block. Maybe those potentials weren't being used. Maybe they were temporarily just put on hold because the situation is one of temperance, where we are putting the pieces of ourselves back together in order to find peace and climbing up out of some kind of old Ten of Pentacles life, ending that cycle, successfully completing it, and unlocking within our own sacral chakra, or excuse me, our own solar plexus chakra, what truly makes us happy. So I'm going to start with that end of the board, and then I'm going to come over here to the air and fire energies, the divine masculine. So we'll start with earth and water, and this doesn't have to be a partner reading. It can be the energies that we're balancing within self, the yin and the yang. So we're going to start with the yin energies. I am very curious about how healing, the divine feminine healing aspects of herself and choosing new, right? Fighting that devil within, how this is then awakening divine masculine's energy, or the action energy within your own self. Okay, so let's see if we can get a little bit more information here. I just want to find out what court card here, what energy is the divine feminine of earth and water represented as. So the only court card that came out on the divine feminine side was in the outcome energy, Six of Wands, a victory after a long battle. And it could be an actual King of Pentacles, that Taurus energy. It could be because I was pulling on the moon entering Taurus today. And it can actually be because of a square with Pluto, that are both fixed energies, and there's a bit of stubbornness in that energy. So the Queen of Pentacles, so that would be the cardinal earth, which is Capricorn energy. Okay, and in the environment of a Princess of Cups, which is a Page of Cups, examining our own heart. Okay, and when I actually read the full oracle meaning, I mean, my mouth just dropped open, so I knew I had to hop on. If that card does not come up on the divine masculine side, I'll re-pull it back out here so that we don't lose track. We meaning me. What is the energy of the yang side within ourselves that is taking action here after a bit of a time out? They are also surrendering to this sacred journey that they've been going around, like the divine feminine aspect, been going around in circles, and it's like finding the tributary back to the ocean, back to our emotions of origination. On this side of the energy, we did have an Ace of Pentacles here representing the divine masculine, and that was bookended by the block of the King of Wands, which would be non-action on a tangible offer. Okay, and then the situation was the Lovers, the heart of the reading, the sun, ultimate happiness, and examining that. And then the Seven of Pentacles with the music box dancer is a dream that's consistently turning, bookending the Lovers with the sun in the center. It could be this turning dream of this partnership coming into union. The opportunity is to take action on this truth, and the near future energy then kind of being stuck at a crossroads with this realization of the truth, because in the outcome of that energy, there could be an empress or a marriage already present. It could just be a mother energy, but they're keeping themselves in this Eight of Swords mental prison, when in the past it was a Nine of Swords. So we see slight release of that pressure. Like, I found the map, and instead of not sleeping and ruminating at night, I'm taking better care of myself because of this truth, because I've taken a time out. And this Eight of Swords now is kind of daytime. This is like keeping yourself in this prison, and Two of Swords can be willful blindness of this crossroads and not making a decision. And what it looks like, because opposite of the Empress is a most love you can have in the deck, Queen of Cups. And what makes that special is that the King of Cups, with the energy of Ace of Swords, walking towards the truth of their own heart, rather than staying bound up in this mental prison and at this crossroads with this mother energy or empress, okay, or marriage. The Queen of Swords can be, it's Libra energy. It can be indicative of divorce. Should I stay with what I've got? Or this constantly turning dream is now becoming an even more nagging thought. And what's interesting, what's touching the Queen of Cups is the Six of Pentacles. And this is a curious card, because the giver here is wearing like this transparent, hardly nothing sheath of clothing, not fancy, while the beggars, seemingly beggars, are fully clothed in fancier clothing. So it's like, can I have very little and be appreciative of that energy? Or do I have a lot, but yet feel like I have nothing? This is what the divine masculine energy is considering here. This choice between two things, between what is already existing, right? The truth of what is already existing, and then the truth of his heart, and walking towards that, walking on that water of the truth of his heart and revealing that. So, you know, especially when the Listening for Truth card came out, we had the eggs that matched the egg of the past of the divine feminine that she's actually breaking up out of in the Strength card, and surrendering and not fighting that snake's stronghold on her. It's actually a protective energy, no longer resisting. And this Listening for Truth card is a 36, which is a 9, coming to the end of something here after this time out, and surrendering and just going, I gotta kind of take a break here for a second, and go within, listen to not the words that are being said, but to what I know my truth to be. Okay, so even though it may appear, they could be choosing between love or money, new and old. This is actually Cupid here. So the Prince of Arrows is the Knight of Swords, which the Divine Feminine got as their energy. Okay. The bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords, which is their opportunity, the Divine Masculine's opportunity here. Wow. Okay. So let's dig a little deeper here, guys. Let's dig a little deeper. All right. So I'm going to go back to that page of Cups, examining her own heart as the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, I might have all the money. Okay. I might have everything that I need. This is one step away from the Queen, the Queen of Pentacles is one step away from that Empress energy. I may have everything. I may support a lot of people around me. Okay. And there is a King of Pentacles here in her outcome. Okay. But she's examining the heart of this. Okay. And there are two seagulls. It looks like she's examining some tumultuous emotions, while the Divine Masculine is taking fast action towards this Queen of Swords of Truth here as the opportunity. So both now showing the Knight of Swords in their actions. That makes sense here when we got mirrored souls. And the situation is with the Gemini energy now, Mercury moving into Gemini today at 3:33, which is the 9, which is Hermit energy, which is what Spirit wanted the Divine Feminine to know, that she has many other choices of balance. And yeah, so I want to get a little nosy. Let me look at this connected energy, this sacred journey here, this connection. So the Divine Feminine is being asked to have patience. And with the moon and Taurus squaring Pluto and Aquarius, again, both fixed energies. That was at 5:04 a.m., another 9, and ending to something here. It didn't quite come out all the way. We'll see Empress energy, fertility. It didn't fully fly, but I will keep that in mind here with Guinevere and the Emperor, Queen Guinevere and King Arthur. Now, Guinevere actually loved King Arthur's knight, but married King Arthur. Okay, let's keep going here. What is the connecting energy between these mirrored souls? What is the lesson they're going through here? Or what is the connection? So in this deck, all of the major arcana represent archetypal figures in history and mythologies, varying mythologies. And we're taking lessons from those couples here in this deck. So every single card not only would still be representative of the major arcana, it's called something different. And again, it represents a specific couple. So let's see what this connection is. Wow. Desire. Kristen and Isolde. What I have versus King of Cups, Queen of Cups, what I actually desire, what the honesty and integrity of my heart actually is, crossed by Ivan and Odette, illusion. So both the masculine and the feminine could be in an energy that surrounds them by illusion. That is the 18 card of the moon. It's the moon is what holds our secrets. When you hear readers say, what's in their moon, what's their secret? Could be past life, with the lovers coming out there, definitely past life soulmate energy. But it's just, you know, it's going around and around this dream in the divine masculine's head, around her dress, this energy of the heart chakra opening and growing, coming to fruition, is that ever turning dream. But on her dress are a bunch of 4-leaf clovers to signify luck. And at the heart of this reading, I mean, whatever's in the moon is maybe going to be revealed here with the sun, because you do see this figure wrapping her arm around the masculine sun. In this moon card, usually there's only one figure, if there's one at all. And here we have the black swan and the white swan, Ivan and Odette. So let's go ahead and get the story here. This 5-6 can't make it up. Actually, this is the Chariot energy. So by July, so 5, 6, 7, I thought it was interesting that we had 6, the June, the Lovers card, which is Gemini. So if you're treating this as this is you, viewer, and this is your environmental energy, what's coming at you or what you don't see coming. This is something you feel like you instinctually know, and it's gonna wake you the heck up, okay? And you're wanting to take action toward the truth of your heart, which would be the masculine energy that happens after the new moon in Gemini, because then we climb the steps or take action steps towards that truth at the full moon. You're laying the tracks for the ride you want to get next. Okay, so 7, the Chariot. That's when the divine masculine and feminine energies come together in union, because that intuition is what drives the Chariot. Traditionally, the Chariot is driven by the Emperor. That's crazy. Okay. And when I was looking at the outcome energy of the divine feminine here, we had the Devil, the Fool, Leap of Faith, 6 of Wands, a long battle against fear. Okay, and then 8 of Cups, wanting to kind of walk away from those fears, that being the possible block. The Fool, this new leap of faith, brings justice, brings balance and harmony, could actually be this mirrored soul union. Justice card can be indicative of some legal action. And then the King of Pentacles here, we have and the outcome energy of this victory, that fixed energy taking action towards their future. And then the next card after that was the Chariot. And in this deck, it's represented by a feminine energy. And then again, that Odette, the black and white swans here coming together. Usually the Chariot, you know, it's coming from the cosmos here. It's divinely guided. And once each person is in balance with their heart and their head, that action comes to being. So let's check out here Isolde and Tristan's story to get a better context. So the Chariot, as his movement, fate, transition, and change. Without family of his own, Tristan pledged his loyalty to King Mark of Cornwall, who loved and cared for Tristan as his own. Through irreversible twists of fate, and despite devotion to Mark, Tristan fell helplessly in love with Mark's bride, Isolde, as she with him. We saw that card that wanted to flip over the marriage, the married to the Empress. And I just mentioned that actuality, she loved someone else. Okay. Wow. Okay. So King Mark, That's the Emperor energy. Okay. Wow. Okay. And she fell in love with him as well. So being pulled by desire, the actual truth of your heart, movement into the next phase of life. If you're feeling impatient, we saw that patience energy being required of the divine feminine. The transition will go smoothly, so don't worry, as if it was always meant to be that way. Okay, now in the environmental energy of this connection, this illusion, this moon energy, when we do have the sun illuminated or being the heart of the divine masculine energy, once this divine feminine energy, so once the divine masculine moves towards the feminine, the surrender part of himself, and climbs up out of this old 10 of Pentacles and examines his actual flame and the steps that led him there. I mean, okay, I felt like it was big, and this is why. So the moon card is illusion here. And here the lovers are Odette and Ivan. The keywords are fantasies, intuition, emotion, and enchantment. So Princess Odette, heroine of the popular ballet Swan Lake, was cursed by a sorcerer to remain a swan forever, except at night. The only way her enchantment could be broken was by a vow of eternal love. However, if this vow were broken, even by chance, she would die. When Prince Ivan met her, he promised to love her and return to claim her as his bride. But the sorcerer tricked Ivan, and he soon heard a heart-rending cry in the distance, the cry of the dying swan. Ivan ran to rescue Odette, but it was too late. So the meanings are enchanted by love for better or worse, confused by illusion that may or may not be real, intense emotions, and the need to know what is real, the truth of his heart. Do I stay married to this mother, this empress? Okay. Right. If that involves money of any kind, you know, marriage for, well, here's the pentacles, here's the common sense of it. If you have nothing and you have love, the pentacles come. And if you have pentacles without love, what do you really have? So maybe the divine masculine aspect of ourselves feels like we're currently caught up in an illusion that may be coming to light here and being revealed at the full moon in Capricorn at the end of the month, that father energy. Wow. Okay, and this illusion is turning down the light towards the new moon. Okay, so this new moon where the moon is dark, communication is key. A new start is coming. Nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, so it feels like this illusion, maybe this masculine energy feels tricked. I thought I was getting an empress, but you know, why am I so stuck at a crossroads about it then? Why am I self-imprisoning myself regarding these two ships that are stuck in the harbor? That is lover's energy. That is past life soulmate energy. Because the lovers bookending the Seven of Pentacles, there's this ever-turning dream that has stayed constant. Maybe because of the block in the past to surrender to this Ace of Pentacles, somebody wanting a tangible offer. They did that or took action on that, even though they felt burdened by it here. Okay. Maybe they realized this because that is in the recent past, the burden of this offer, tangible offer of the Ace of Pentacles. And with the King of Wands in reverse, I see it, I want it, it's mine, taking action towards something. Maybe this was impulsive action, okay, that was not for the best and highest good, because he's on a stage here. He took action towards something that was an illusion. It's a play. It's for show. Okay. And maybe not, it looks here, not actually what was the truth of his heart, which may be this queen, this divine pair. I'm getting a big, huge squeezy in the ear. Didn't follow your heart. You did what you thought you should have done regarding something. Okay, let's see. That's a pretty big deal, I'd say. All right, let's get some more information here. The Ascension Oracle cards. Where is the Divine Feminine and her Ascension path? Wow, okay. The path of least resistance. Choose ease and grace. And I did note that in the outcome energy, this leap of faith has a checkerboard. This is requiring strategy. She's looking at the suitors of the past, the potential suitors in the future, making her wish on this full moon, and finally surrendering and having patience enough to find her wounds and allow herself to unlock them, which then opens up her her solar plexus chakra to her actual happiness, okay, and putting an end to repetitive cycles of fear, and deciding to walk away from that and perhaps into a whole new game or a whole new checkerboard. Okay, so this says choose ease and grace. Okay, and that black and white energy, look at her braids. This is patience. And the question I was pulling on for this was regarding the Ace of Wands energy. What communication would add fuel to the fire with the fixed energies in a square in opposition fighting each other? And that would be to be impatient, right? To impatiently try to rush through this healing or trying to unlock this wish fulfillment, trying to kind of spiritually bypass without doing the healing work. Okay, so choosing ease and grace, then in this transformation energy with all the butterflies. And do you see the change here from black and white to all color? This is the only black and white energy here. Okay, all the others were brightly colored, and this black and white energy was because of this mirroring soul. The one person that had already done their healing work then ignites the heart of the mirrored soul to face their truth and do the same thing. Swiftly take action on that. Okay. Also, the feminine twin. She's the feminine twin activating her higher self. So she's already, one person that is healed, then activates the healing in their masculine twin or within their other half of themselves, their higher self. And today's message was we have a Life Path 8 day, and that is regarding the star, holding hope, and then also the strength card, the number 8 card. And you always notice that Lemniscate at the top, or on the Divine Feminine's crown. Sometimes it's a tattoo, I think, in the Light Seer's deck. And it's the balance. And once that balance within is found, then enlightenment can happen. It activates the mirrored soul. And after the divine masculine surrenders to his communication, to his truth, He goes on a sacred journey as well, pauses to examine the many roots, and getting some ancestral help there with this little time out to reflect on the lovers. And again, that was bookended by the Seven of Pentacles. It's the fruit is not yet ripe to pick, but does lead to this awakening, which the opportunity here is the Queen of Swords. It's a sword of truth. She faces her truth with leadership and with resolve. Okay, and the environmental energy of the divine feminine, healing, separation, going within, exactly everything I just said. So healing abandonment wounds, then that healing activates the healing in another. And there we see a king and queen energy on each side of these hearts. Wow. So the middle of the 8 and 6 would be a 7 energy, and then the 7 energy is in the environment as well, double sevens. And again, 7 energy, mystical messages follow the signs. So on the divine masculine side, okay, follow the signs. It's something that's not being communicated verbally. It's a knowing. It's listening to the truth of their own heart. Gotta keep that one. All right, energy of the divine masculine side. Where are they right now? What is the purpose of their journey here? What is this time out in lovers energy? What are they realizing? Where are they at in their ascension process? There we go. Okay, top of that pile. I won't take all of those. Reprogramming your soul, release, raise, and reclaim. Okay, that Pluto energy of transformation is in retrograde. Those are all of the re's. Re-examine, reflect, looking again at this illusion. Okay, there's breakthrough energy here, processing karmic degree. So there's breaking through of this truth to the heart. Okay, and then like I said, we're not keeping all of those, but at the bottom of that deck, and interesting, that orange chakra energy, that sacral chakra, okay, being activated. So if this is the divine masculine's energy, he's wearing this orange, and surrounding him in his environment here, this Queen of Swords is the person that is lying on that orange sacral chakra. And I've said this before about this card. There are tulips underneath Venus. Again, Queen of Swords, Libra energy. She's holding Cupid's sword. She's holding Cupid's sword. And those tulips are representative of like secret messages, messages that are unspoken. You would send tulips to the person of your desire to let them know that you are thinking of them, or, you know, they can't, like I said, they can't slip into your DMs. So look at all that orange energy there. Now, waking up, okay, waking up the heart, the truth of the heart. Release, raise, and reclaim, reprogramming your soul. And we do see the triangle facing down here, loving cup energy, which would be the energy of divine feminine. And I did say the divine masculine is balancing out with this side, right? Having the patience, understanding they have more choice than they thought in something. You know, if you tell yourself that you're stuck in something, that nothing can be done, that you're not able to go, you know, to walk your truth and speak the truth of your heart, then that is so. Then that will be reality. Okay, our thoughts become things very quickly, especially in this energy with Mercury moving into Gemini. Okay, and then this breakthrough, processing karmic debris. So what's being left behind, and that masculine is stepping through that new portal. What's being left behind here looks like a feminine energy, listening for truth, processing karmic debris. Okay. Whew. Crossed by, and their energy surrounding them, surrender. Okay, dark night of the soul. So once the feminine yin, okay, does the healing, goes within, it ignites the masculine to do their healing as well. So surrounding the divine masculine, this is someone who has surrendered and has gone through the dark night of the soul. There is a dove there of peace, coming to peace with the meaning and the purpose of that journey. Okay, understanding and knowing it's for something much, much bigger that is coming into play and toward her. Okay, also in the surrounding energy surrounding the divine masculine, there's that orange again, that compassion. Okay, it is 11 and 11 card, higher heart opening. Higher heart opening. The king doesn't have to say a word. He just knows. He's highly intuitive, just like the divine feminine. He knows this is actually his match. And maybe, you know, you're learning the lesson of without love, it doesn't matter how many pentacles you have, you ain't got nothing. It doesn't matter what something appears to be, because it is actually what it is. And then we see the swan here underneath that, the Odette swan and Ivan swan. Welcome home, mission accomplished. Wow. And all that blue energy that I talked about in the first reading here that came out, that blue throat chakra, that Mercury moving into its home space of Gemini. I mean, that's just, it's like the divine masculine wants to accomplish this mission as well here. Okay. Wow, guys. All right, let's keep going here. Now, I wanted to also look at what communication or what's something that lies beneath the divine feminine. Now, that was an energy of the divine feminine being extra sensitive to a divine masculine energy that perhaps is not a counterpart. It could be a boss. And again, this can all be you. Okay. So what is your yin side of you upset about? You might fly off of the mouth at the mouth about. Okay. It says kick to the curb, bad choices underneath it. Oops. Well, pardon. Okay. Kicked to the curb here, the divine feminine side of you, the feeling side could feel that way. Maybe it feels like with this illusion here, you know, if someone wants to go, let them go, because if it's an illusion anyway, you're only delaying what is rightfully for you. Someone who made bad choices, tired of the drama, okay, yeah, bad choices, tired of the drama. Maybe you kicked some bad habits to the curb or bad choices to the curb. All right. So what communication adds fuel to the fire? You know, more drama, not having patience, wanting to, what I say, wanting to end something before you've actually gotten to the place of an ending, right? You cannot spiritually bypass this. You have to go through the processing of these emotions and allow yourself to feel them so that they can be processed and transmuted into wisdom. Okay. All right. On the bottom of the deck here is somebody that, King of Pentacles, somebody that hates nothing about your divine feminine aspects. Okay. And if this is, a marriage and it's not what you thought, maybe surrounding the divine masculine are fake friends, game over with that heart. That would look like, because the divine masculine is examining the truth about his heart. I hate nothing about you. So the person that you are with hates nothing about you, and so could also this other divine masculine, who is maybe surrounded by fake friends or people kind of getting bad advice. Yeah. Getting bad advice. All right. Game over. Hey, that Queen of Swords could be that divorce energy, breakthrough, leaving behind this karmic energy, because you've paid your debt. You paid your debt. And it feels like this. All right. So what about the divine masculine? What would add fuel to the fire? What is adding fuel to their fire? Divine feminine energy, maybe you were kicked to the curb for someone else's, bad choice, and you're hanging on to that, which is adding fuel to the fire, still creating drama. What about the divine masculine? Shattered, broken, effed up. Okay, the Eight of Swords. This is not a fun place to be. Okay, and if this was in, it's stuck. The Empress is stuck between the Eight of Swords, okay, that mother energy, or the marriage, and a Two of Swords, feeling stuck in a crossroads here. But the opportunity here is for them to see the truth. Okay. On the environmental energy, fighting for what you love. Claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. If somebody in the environment, was fake, it was an illusion, then you're, what action, what yang is being measured out here, what the action part of yourself, of your masculine is doing, claiming what is yours. Love is a battlefield. Wow. Okay, and this might leave someone depressed and left behind. And then there's copycat. Okay, it was an illusion. They told you what they wanted to hear. What I just say? Fulfilling a fantasy, that it was just what they thought marriage was supposed to be, but perhaps they're actually not a very nice, slippery. Maybe they're slippery. Maybe they're insecure here, and it has nothing to do with you. And they're very, very angry. Boy, these are slippery. Okay. Wow. Already knowing the tea. Listening for truth. It's not It's not anything anybody's saying. He's not saying a word. You already know this whole thing is done, but maybe you're in your head about it, about how to get out of it, because now you feel moored, you feel stuck, feel your hands are tied. Divine masculine, boy, oh boy. Let me get some clarification here as far as what in the heck? Who is this? Who is this Empress energy? Why are you so stuck here? You feel like you're at a crossroads regarding this person. Situation is the Lover, so that is indicative of choice. It's on a time out as you go within. Options are kept open. Okay, so maybe this person that you're currently with kept their options open, crossed by the feelings are mutual. If that person kept their options open and they have another person as well that they're thinking of, this is not a love triangle. This is a love quad. Woo. Okay. How will you know who this Empress? Give us a clue here about who the Empress is. Shattered, broken, effed up, something you already know the tea on. Somebody that kept their options open. So surrounding this person that you're with in their environment, the feelings are mutual. That could just be you both don't want to be there anymore. Maybe you're, both afraid of this truth. The feelings are mutual. You both want to keep your options open. You both love somebody else. Ooh, some drama up in here. This illusion. Yeah, it's an illusion. That's not real feelings there. That's what it looks like. Someone claiming that they're lies, trying to walk away from this lie that they kept their options open. Jealousy, strife, and competition. There's the Emperor for the Empress. Okay, the Emperor, Aries energy, leadership towards their own Nine of Cups, what we saw on the Divine Feminine side, what makes them happy. This can also be walking away from jealousy, strife, competition, taking leadership towards their own happiness because of this Empress energy, trying to get away with something here. Environmental energy, Chariot again. And what are you moving towards happiness on? Because you're in alignment with what your heart, you told the truth of your heart here. Those are definitely split energies, and there's the strength to walk away. That's Fiona Apple. Needs to save you, honey, or the strength to walk away from a King of Pentacles and transform. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, King of Pentacles, Death, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Cups is not being happy with what you see here. Okay, we're getting a little bit in the weeds, guys. We're getting a little bit in the weeds here. Could be happening by August. All right, then, well, who is the Queen of Cups? Who is the Queen of Cups? That's matching the energy of this outcome here. Who is the Queen of Cups, this possibly mirrored soul? That is a divine counterpart, somebody you fear, okay, like you feel tied to, you feel chained to that. This Devil card is in the Lemniscate. On the other side of that is the Lovers, but you're fearing this. We saw the Divine Feminine fighting the Devil on her end as well. So who is the Queen of Cups? The one fighting their devils as well as you. There's two people here. Both of you are in the same mirrored soul's energy. Okay, someone who also was stabbed in the back, betrayed, and is recovering and healing, ready to grab their sword of truth after this healing regarding a family situation, perhaps, and is now replenishing their own damn cup. There's that peace. Again, we saw that Dove of Peace on the surrendering card. This dark night of the soul in the environmental energy. Okay. Passionate, fast communication regarding the heart. You got to walk, or the strength to walk away. You've got to leave the 8 broken cups before, or this, if this is, I'm asking who the Queen of Cups is, they've got to have the strength to walk away just like you do. Whoa. Walk away towards their truth, High Priestess. Whew. All right, and transform. Okay, just wow. Anything else about? Okay. In reverse, never again is in reverse. That Lemniscate energy, inevitable, and there's that time in a bottle, right? Time passing, but those feelings never change. This is an inevitable union or meeting. We will overcome this. Saturn energy, daddy Sadie. Oh boy. Saturn's in that 29 degrees Pisces, and whew, yowza, that is a lesson coming to a close. The final exams, the 21 card, and the environmental energy of you don't think of me. So you think here in this about this Queen of Cups that they don't think about you. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Doesn't look to be the case. It looks pretty inevitable here. All right, I think that's where we're gonna leave it here. I did want to kind of come back to the base of this reading and the reason. Okay, so on the divine feminine side, she feels she knows. Okay, an illumination is erupting from within you, a vision that is bringing what was once obscured into clarity. This is not likely to happen as a blinding, shocking insight, but as more of a softer, gentle knowing. It is like knowing something without exactly understanding when or how you came to know it. This insight will assist you, and you're asked to honor it. You will know which insight it is at the right timing. Your heart will tell you. You're therefore being asked to rely upon the clarity that is coming to you now, that High Priestess energy of the Queen of Cups. Gently but firmly form that place of knowing, intend to act, and take your next steps forward. This oracle comes to you with guidance, particularly about long-range or long-term developments, Ace of Pentacles. Something that is far bigger than the immediate situation of whatever this drama is, okay? The situation you find yourself in now may not be one of joy, but in time you'll understand more of the bigger picture and you'll see why things are happening the way that they are. And you're being helped on to the next stage of your path, even though it may look like an obstacle right now. Through the natural process of transformation, great leaps, the Fool energy, are indeed possible. The situations in your current life are particularly geared towards a more significant manifestation that is coming to you according to your life path and purpose. This is a stage of preparation and building a foundation that will hold you strong and centered as the creative journey unfolds and your life path becomes ever more brilliant and luminous. So keep plugging away, remain patient, but most of all, be hopeful and trust in the light you sense ahead of you. For it is the light that is within you, simply revealed more fully, and that is happening now. And all that is happening now is happening to that end. Okay, she feels, she knows the path of least resistance activates your higher self. You've got to be very, very patient here because you're unlocking some big inner knowings here that are leading to your wish fulfillment. And you've really got to strive to continue to end that path or end that fear of the devil. We all have them. There are shadows. Okay. And we've got to also not fear walking away from those 8 broken cups. Can't fear walking away. We did see that the divine feminine, this Queen of Cups, needed to walk away from something that she feels and she knows intuitively. All right, divine masculine, listening for truth, because yeah, this is jealousy, strife, competition. Someone's trying to walk away from the fact that they created this by keeping their options open. Okay, in an environment of feelings are actually mutual. So if you feel the same way, you'd rather do something else than let them go. Why are we staying in the drama? You want to walk towards something else, they want to walk towards something else, then boom, boom. You got to release the drama of it though, right? All right, there's these cogs are a turning here. Truth speaks to us constantly, but not always in words. It may communicate through a feeling that is hard to put into words, but brings an inexplicable sense of peace, trust, and the knowledge that somehow everything is going to work out perfectly, even if there's little evidence of how it's all going to happen. You're being asked to listen for the truths beneath the words, rather than the superficial message of the words themselves. This is especially true for the communications of those around you. Okay, you'll begin to hear fear in the words and actions of the people around you, even as they preach love. Okay, even as they preach, oh, I still want to do this. They want the idea of what that relationship means. I don't think they actually want the relationship, and neither do you. There are 2 eggs here. And that is a long connection to deep past life soulmate energy. Where's my Nautilus? The Nautilus. Okay, even as they preach love, listen deeper. Listen for the truth. This oracle comes with a message of truth for you. You're hearing something that is not being said, and what you're hearing is truthful. You may feel as though you're the only one that is really ready to hear or see it. Perhaps you've been working in a situation or loving in a relationship where truth is consistently denied. Nuh-uh, who me? I just fight with you. I don't want to keep my option. That's because they want to keep their options open. They're denying that the fighting is because they want to keep their op. They don't want to be in this. They want the idea of what this is. And you feel the same way. They may already have another person that feels the same way about them. Does that make your work a little easier to exit? Okay. Truth is consistently denied. We live in a world where truth is frequently avoided out of fear. Truth is frequently avoided out of fear of what it might reveal. As the basis of the truth, right, of avoiding whatever this truth is, consciously or not, is a deep sense of unhealed toxic shame. If you or someone else is fearful that the truth will expose rather than free and heal, then some personal healing is required. It's time for letting go of old wounds in favor of a greater sense of self-love and acceptance. The truth of your very own heart, and you're walking toward it. You're walking away from this illusion here, this Six of Pentacles, where you're like, wait, who's rich and who's not? What's true value? What's not? I thought money would make me happy. Love don't cost a thing. Love yourself. You're being asked to love yourself enough to honor the truth, even if you feel that you are the only one doing so. Sacred rebels need truth like lungs need oxygen. Truth keeps the energy of life throwing through the rebellious heart. Lies dampen the spirit of the sacred rebel. Even if those with less awakened hearts fear the truth, you must not turn away from it. Don't resent this state of affairs. Perhaps your job is to show that truth can be witnessed even when many want to hide from it. What others do is always their choice, but through your honorable deeds, done with integrity, you will be set free no matter what the outcome, because you are a truth seeker. You're meant to be an agitator, Pluto. And not only is it in Pluto, it's in the sign of the agitator, a sign that challenges the status quo, a sign of Aquarius saying, F this. That old crap ain't good enough. No, I'm sorry, Capricorn, but you had your time in the sun. You got to go. And even though Pluto is going to kind of dip back into that 29 anaretic degree of Capricorn, where it'll feel like we have to retake the test, we have to retake a final exam. Anybody that failed that exam is having to retake it while that professor goes in there and says, here, hold my beer, I got to go have these people retake this test that they should have already passed. They're helping kind of clean up the people that stayed behind because they tried to spiritually bypass and walk past a lesson that they were just fighting, that they did not want to see or learn. And that's okay. We all do that. Okay. Even though you're meant to be an agitator here with this divine masculine energy, at times, even though you don't have to confront people to do it, you don't have to do that. You don't necessarily even have to say a word, though sometimes you will. Often you'll agitate them in the most loving sense by unveiling truth simply through your knowings. Hold compassion for the truths you behold. Do not use them as knives to cut do not use them as knives to cut another or yourself with harshness, but as the clear insight that allows one to loosen the knots that bind simply by knowing which thread to gently tug. This oracle brings you guidance that if you've been worn down, depressed by the lies, the gossip, the deceit, or the backstabbing 10 of Swords, where'd that go? We saw it already. Or the backstabbing, okay, going on around you, don't fret. Get out in nature, spend time communing with the infinite. Healing will come to you now, no matter how many times or in how many ways or by how many tongues untruth is spoken. You know what you know in your sacred, rebellious heart. Good luck to you, learning lovers. What a wonderful world that awaits you once you are ready to tap in and reveal the truth of what you know to be in your heart. It's not an easy thing to do. I applaud you, but masculine energy is breaking through, and they're elevating their heart to a higher level. Okay. Good work. I love you all. Thank you so much for your love, support, likes, shares, and subscribes. And until our next message, much love.